A tragic story occurred in Oregon recently where a pro-gun advocate and columnist by the name of Michael Harmon was unfortunately shot and killed accidentally. Now, Harmon's wife, Margaret Harmon, declined Thursday to discuss the details of the shooting, calling it an accidental tragedy. So his own wife claims that it's also an accident. He wasn't intentionally shot. But the shooting did involve a 16-year-old who was visiting his home with his father. And apparently Harmon had handed him the gun, I guess to touch it, to see how it is. And he unfortunately and accidentally fired a round. It shot Harmon and he died. Harmon was known as a conservative thinker and a staunch defender of gun rights in his newspaper columns, including some that argued against the recent failed referendum to require background checks for private gun purchases. In fact, he had once written, "I view threats to that freedom," meaning the Second Amendment, "as seriously as I do threats to my right to vote or speak freely or worship as I please." So again, very staunch gun advocate, and obviously the story is making headlines because of the irony of how he died. But nonetheless, it is tragic, and it shows that at the end of the day, these are lethal weapons, and regulation is needed. Not necessarily banning them. We don't want law-abiding citizens to not have access to them, but you shouldn't give a 16-year-old the gun, especially if it's loaded.
Yeah. And every conservative tells me, every gun rights guy tells me, I know how to handle it. I'm really responsible gun owner. Maybe other people aren't, but I am. And then all of a sudden you see stories like this. Now look, I want you to understand, it's not that we're against Michael Harmon. We were trying to protect Michael Harmon. And so I know he didn't believe that when he was alive, and I know a lot of you gun right guys who don't want any restrictions at all don't believe us. You think that we secretly want to control your lives. This guy was I obviously disagreed with him on some of the issues. I didn't know him, but I'm sure that we would have disagreed significantly, not just on gun rights, but others, because he was a diehard conservative. And but he was a Vietnam vet. He taught English in high school earlier. He had a long career. He was also editor, worked in the paper. He taught American history. He's an American. He's a 71-year-old guy. We want him to be alive. We want him to enjoy his kids and his grandkids. And he had plenty of those. And instead, he's dead today because you can't get it through your head that a gun is a deadly, deadly instrument. Yeah. And so saying, hey, we should be careful with guns, whether it's regulations like a federal background check or, and I had a gun rights advocate here that I interviewed about a month ago or so, who, in handling it, because you think like guns are great, no big deal, whatever, right? And you think that you're not flippant about it, but if you handle them enough times and enough people have access to them, they're gonna go off. And when they go off, they kill people. So we're trying to, whether you believe us or not, we're trying to look out for you. I wish to God this guy was alive today.
Well, and one point I want to make in reference to that, and this is something that I've made multiple videos about, even though I know it's pointless, no one will ever learn this, is that that's what the principle behind gun-free zones is about, is that if guns are in an area, everybody within gunshot of that gun has a higher chance of being shot. We're trying to minimize that. It's not to stop terrorists from crossing the threshold. It's to make sure that fewer guns are accidentally handled by kids who might not be as trained as you are. Even if you think that you are Master Rambo, you got it on lockdown when it comes to guns, you would never accidentally shoot one or whatever. Maybe a kid isn't. Maybe someone who sleeps over at your house isn't.
And maybe you thought there wasn't bullets in the gun that day, but it turns out there was.
And maybe 99.99% of the times you handle it, you're right. It either has bullets and you think it does, or it doesn't and you think it doesn't. But it only takes one mistake to potentially kill someone, and that person could be you.
So, look, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but just think about the logic behind it, okay? So right now, if you are under the age of 21, an adult handing you a glass of beer is a big deal. Right? You are not even supposed to be in an establishment where alcohol is being served to adults. You have to be carded. If you're underage, you're not even allowed to enter, right?
That's corrupting a minor and illegal.
That's exactly right. But when it comes to a lethal weapon, like a gun, we don't take that as seriously, right? So an adult can hand a 16-year-old a lethal weapon while it's loaded, as it was in this case, and that's not an offense.
I'm going to go old school here, but also on porn, right? So I don't want anybody handing 16-year-olds porn mags. They're going to find them on their own. There's no magazines left anyway. They find it on the internet. But if you hand one to a kid, that is a serious offense. That could get you on the sex offender list and ruin your life. You hand them a beer. Would I rather have my 16-year-old kid handed one of those or a gun? Not remotely close, right? Don't hand them a gun. But we're so flippant about it because there's all this propaganda that says guns are great. They're great. They're so safe. They're not. They're deadly weapons.
The irony is that he was writing so much of this propaganda. And I was looking, when someone dies, you sort of look at their legacy. And I looked into some of the stuff that he was writing for the Press Herald. And actually, I grew up, I'd spent my summers in Maine. So I was very interested that there was this conservative guy from Maine that was like speaking out. It was very strange, right? And he went to Bowdoin, and I was reading, and I disagreed with so much of what he was saying, right? But he made these really compelling arguments that makes me so sad that the voice is gone, because rarely, he was speaking out against fake news from both sides. I thought that was really interesting. He had a voice, he had a message, and a month ago, he was talking about seeing his grandkids grow up, and but then then later on he's talking about the Second Amendment and protecting the Second Amendment, and it's just the irony of it all is so heartbreaking, because this guy was so intelligent, and it's important that we have these discourse from both sides of the aisle. I think he was a big part of that. I disagreed with almost everything that I read, but I enjoyed the read. It was an educated read. And then just a month after, he's talking about Thanksgiving and being thankful for the little things, and it's incredibly heartbreaking to lose a voice like this for such a stupid reason.
Well, and I think, unfortunately, as with many issues in this country right now, for some reason, you're not allowed to have a measured, rational position. You have to be on one extreme side of the argument, right? So oftentimes people are like, no gun regulation whatsoever. And then you have some people, I don't even think there are a lot of people who want this, saying that they want to ban all guns, right? But no, there are reasonable arguments that are somewhere in the middle, where you don't do away with our Second Amendment rights. You don't do away with the possibility of a law-abiding citizen getting access to a gun, but you do something to prevent as many unintentional or unwanted deaths as possible, right? And so in this case, I feel like it could have been prevented. It is a tragedy that he's gone. And, we don't bring up these stories to go, ha. We bring them up to show you, look, these are people that we don't want gone because of our lack of gun regulation. So. And
finally, let's also not gloss over that while the greater tragedy is that the guy's life is now lost, that other kid has now accidentally killed someone. Yeah. That has changed his life and his family's life for the rest of his life.
God, I can't even imagine what that would feel like. So
they're so worried the government's going to come take their rights away and then kill them or do whatever the hell they think that's going to happen with the government. No, the gun is going to kill you. It has a billion times higher chance of killing you than some government conspiracy that you're worried about.
If you want to see this happen, donate $3, $20, $27, whatever you can afford. You know that if everybody that's watching this video donated right now, we could stop the fundraising because we'd have enough. So go to tytnetwork.com/go. We'll wait while you make the donation. Thank you for doing it and for building a great new journalism team. And thanks for watching.